Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Arish Asif Khan and today we're gonna start a new chapter in physics which is Kinematics Unit 12 Class 9th Physics Book Federal Board National Book Foundation. So rest and motion. An object is said to be at rest if it does not change its position with respect to a certain observer over time. On the other hand, an object is in motion if it changes its position relative to an observer. It is important to note that the same object can appear at rest to one observer and in motion to another. So there are three main types of motion observed in objects. The first is translatory motion, when all parts of a body move in the same distance in the same direction. It is further divided into rectilinear, curvilinear and random motion. As you can see in this image figure 2.1, translatory motion has been shown. As you can see, there are 3 points on this basketball, and when the basketball is moving, all the 3 points also move in the same equal distance. Rectilinear motion is a straight line motion, like a car on a straight road, and curvilinear is the motion along a curved path, like a football flying in the air. Or random motion, it is an irregular and unpredictable motion, like a butterfly flying. Now, rotatory motion is when an object rotates around a fixed axis, like the blades of a fan or the wheels of a car. Here we have used the same example as we did for the above. We have a basketball, and when the basketball is rotating, as you can see, the point goes from one direction to another. Vibratory motion, when an object moves back and forth about a mean position. Examples include the vibration of a guitar string or a pendulum. An object can have a combination of these motions at the same time. For example, the earth is rotating on its axis, it is rotatory. It is also revolving around the sun, which is curvilinear, and moving within the galaxy, which is translatory. The distance and displacement. So what is distance? Distance is the total length of the path traveled between two positions. It does not have any direction, which means that it is a scalar quantity. The SI unit of distance is meter, also known as m. Displacement is the shortest distance from the initial position to the final position in a straight line. Unlike distance, displacement has both magnitude and direction, while distance only has the magnitude, which makes displacement a vector quantity. The SI unit of displacement is also meter and denoted by m. Mathematically, distance is represented by final minus initial distance, where the final distance is the final position and the initial distance is the initial position. For example, if you are at Faisal Masjid and you want to go to Blue area, the actual road might be long and twisted, but the straight line path between the two places will be the displacement, which is known as the shortest path. If you run on a 400-meter circular track and return to the starting point, the total distance covered will be 400 meters. However, the displacement, which is the shortest distance covered, will be 0 meter because the starting point and the ending point were the same. Now, can displacement be greater than distance? No, because displacement is the shortest path. It is always less or equal to the distance. And can distance and displacement be equal? Yes, they can be equal, but only if an object moves in a straight line without changing its direction, like in the image shown here. Then distance and displacement will be equal. So speed and velocity. Speed is the measure of how fast an object is moving. It tells us the distance an object travels per the unit time. The formula for speed is the distance traveled, which is d, divided by the time taken, which is known as t. Speed is a scalar quantity because it has only magnitude and no direction will be specified. It is measured in meter per second, not like acceleration, which is measured in meter per second square, and in SI units. Velocity is speed in a given direction. It is a vector quantity because it has both magnitude and direction, unlike speed. The formula for velocity is the same as speed, but there is a difference. Instead of distance by time, it is displacement by time. Now we have two terms for speed like we had for acceleration: uniform speed and non-uniform speed. Uniform speed is when an object covers equal distances in equal interval of time, and non-uniform speed is when an object covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time. Example is of the reaction time of a batsman. The distance is 17.5 meter and the time is 0.436. So if you divide both of these values, your answer will be 40.1, but the sign or the unit will be meter per second. Now we have another example of the fastest train in the world, but let's talk about the fastest train in the world. It is known as maglev. Maglev is a system of train transportation that uses two sets of electromagnets. One set is to repel and push the train up off the track, and another set is to move the elevated train ahead, taking advantage of the lack of friction. Now as you can see, the distance is 30 kilometers, which if you convert it into meters, it is 30,000 meters, and the time is 450 seconds. Divide both of these values and the answer will be 66.7 meter per second. But if you want to convert this into kilometer per hour, what you can do is multiply the 66.67 with 3.6. So as you can see, the answer in kilometer per hour will be 240.01 kilometer per hour.